And we live. It's me, Ame.
I'm alive.
He's alive. You've been missing for so long, but you're finally back.
Are we really alive? That's a real question.
I am.
What if I was a zombie? That'd be pretty cool.
Are you some? Do you identify as human?
No, I don't. I identify as zombie. That's racist, bro.
But we are back. We got the PlayStation show.
Yeah.
Shoot. It was hot. Dude, I'm looking back to the Xbox show we had where
Xbox, you're gonna step up.
it's gonna step out.
I didn't even watch their show, to be honest with you.
That was the one way back in like February. It's like the fact that the best thing that came out of that double A game.
Redfall, baby. Redfall, right? Am I right though?
Oh,
come on now.
Redfall. Their first game, their first next generation game.
You like that? You like that,
Not
bro?
at all.
Yes, I do.
I guess PlayStation's. I'm trying to think what's PlayStation's first full-on next-gen game they had. Cause I don't want to say it's God of War, cause that still was on PS4 and PS5.
All of them have been on PS4 and PS5 lately, so I can't really tell you.
I feel like they had like a PS5 exclusive. I don't remember if Returnal was one.
I guess Demon Souls.
But even in Demon Souls, to me, it's still like a remake of an old game. I'm still thinking in my mind, like, you got a brand new game you put out that's like that. I think Miles Morales was on PS4 and PS5. Correct us in the comments, but I think Spider-Man 2 is going to be their first, this is a next-gen game.
I was thinking Final Fantasy, but I do not know.
I don't want to count, like, you're right, but I wasn't want to count that because it's not an exclusive. It's going to come to PC and everything.
Yeah, eventually, for sure.
Yeah, but it is coming to PS5 only first.
So, they also had that Ratchet and Clank game, too.
That also was on PS4, I believe, though, right?
I don't know. Because I feel like that's like, it's kind of hard because they don't want to get rid of the PS4 right away. Mm-hmm. People will be upset. So you got to transition that kind of like smooth.
I feel like part of the reason on that, because it was so hard to get a PS5 for so long.
Oh, that's true.
You told me I couldn't get nothing for a long time and then all my other games were just gone. My old console trying to get new games is gone.
Even if you don't count those, right? Like even new gens, still blows out whenever they just try to give out new gen. Because that Redfall game was pretty bad. That was bad.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was yikes.
Okay, I'm gonna say this too. Forspoken is kind of PlayStation's Redfall.
Oh, here's my thought process. Mm-hmm. It's a bad game. At least it's playable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good the fact that it's bad, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't crash every 2 seconds.
It has to be getting to an end. Versus Redfall, you're not making it to the end.
Or still images for cutscenes. That was so bad.
I think the thing that hurt so bad with Redfall, the thing that hurt so bad with Redfall is the fact that that studio makes good games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Dishonored,
was it Dishonored?
Or hate it. Yeah. Yes, it's still a great game. I haven't played Prey, but people talk nothing but good stuff about that. And see them go to this. Shoot, honest to God, Deathloop was kind of like the red flags a bit. Like, okay, this has some issues here.
Like, looking at Deathloop, that doesn't look like a masterpiece. That's not a 10 out of 10 game.
That game came out in such a weird way where like the critics absolutely loved it, but just everybody else was like, what's going on here?
I'm not going to say it's a bad game. I'm just saying that it looks like more like an 8.
More of an 8 than a 10. I played through it. It's like, even with me, it's like, I still probably give it somewhere like a 7. I won't even give it an 8.
Like, that's crazy.
If anybody are Arcane fans, I'm sorry. If you're an Xbox fan, I'm sorry.
You ain't eating good tonight. You ain't eating good tonight.
God, like, we say this all the time, but like, it really is ringing true. Why do you own an Xbox?
There's really no reason.
Like, if you own an Xbox, like, if you went, I want an Xbox more than a PS5 and went on your way to go buy one, tell us why. I really want to know.
I'm sorry for your poor decisions.
I'm also sorry for you, but like, I'm not saying you're going to have a good reason for it, but I do want to know what your reason is. Tell us.
I personally don't want to. I'm going to tell you that. Because either way, I feel like you're wrong.
Well, shoot, should we jump right into it?
Let's get right into the news.
All right. The PlayStation show. Let me see. I have my list here, but I don't know what.
So the first one was actually a Helldiver, I think.
Oh, Fairgames.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Are we going to give reactions as it play out? We could.
If it's like it looks cool, I guess.
Let me see.
It looks like Payday, or like the idea of Payday, where you heist, but like futuristic, I guess.
Like, I mean,
like
I love the Payday games, so it's like that's to me is kind of a winner still.
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and say it doesn't look interesting. I just need gameplay.
Yeah, that's always my big issue when I get things like this, where like I want to see actual gameplay, not just a CGI trailer.
Because here's my problem:
you sell me on the idea on it, but you can sell me on any idea if you got like a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me a full game is like a whole different thing.
Comment about that one, to be honest.
All right, but I said that's how they chose to open up the show. We don't got a lot to say about it. Helldivers is when they really kind of
came in. That's why I'm like, yeah.
This is coming to PC. PC and PS5 at the same time, so it feels good.
PS5 decided to be nice to us.
I called it in my little like notes here. I called it Starship Troopers on crack.
That's basically what it is. It's basically what it is.
Like this,
like it looks so good. Fucking dope, though.
It goes back to what we were just saying, where it's like when you show me gameplay versus a CGI trailer, I got more I can pull away from it.
Oh yeah, it's like it literally looks like Starship Trooper with like different weapons, and it looks like you got some like Call of Duty like airstrikes and shit like that. Like that's cool as hell.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what all they're doing. Like I wonder if it's open world. I wonder if it's missions.
I think it's gonna be missions and it's just big ass world.
For Dead or Aliens Firefight type thing. Either.
What's the Galactic Deep Rock?
Yeah, Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like that.
Oh wow! Like you just go to an area, you gotta like collect something and get out.
Yeah, well, depending on different missions for sure, but like in that realm of like map and shit like that, you know.
So I do wonder. I keep bringing it back up. I do wonder if it's gonna be that Left 4 Dead of you're in a mission, you just gotta get to the end of the level. And you just got everything along the way that you're picking up or killing or little small objectives you're doing.
Cool weapons and stuff like that too. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, okay. I was like,
that's the thing too. I'm cynical, bro. I'm always trying to think of the ways it could mess stuff up. And I'm like, try to give us only one weapon per character. Like you pick like the class, that's like your whole setup.
Yeah, because it looked like there was one class that had like a Ghostbusters proton pack, you know, like the little laser.
Yeah, I saw it too.
It looks kind of cool. I was like, oh, cool.
I mean, either way, we're in there. Like, I'm curious about it.
Oh, I'm definitely in there. Anytime I can kill bugs, I'm down.
Yeah, I want a level that's just all spiders and nothing else.
Oh, I'm going to get a nuke. Be like, you know what? There was a time to hit an NW2 nuke. Now's the time.
Tactical nuke incoming.
Yeah, because I ain't finna play. Yeah.
Immortals of Aveum.
I don't even know what the heck that is.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They showed off a little bit of this back at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo, that looks pretty solid. Like I'm actually kind of into it. I think it's
I'm looking at it right now.
Like I'm not over the heels for it. And slapping a giant EA on it doesn't help me feel any better about it. But they showed it off when they showed a montage of like BioShock games that was coming.
It kind of reminded me of BioShock, like a little bit.
You see the hands,
not like
power in one hand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
That's literally the only thing. But
it's all right. It's one of the things like I'm curious about it coming out. I didn't see the release date for it coming out July 20th.
The time frame you said when it was coming out, July something?
July 23rd.
Okay, because I was gonna say like I might check it out, but I'm also single playered out a little bit now. So I'm like, man, they got a lot of good single players.
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Jedi Survivor. I am at a point like I want more stuff to play with somebody.
Yeah, well, man, I've definitely been on a streak on single player games for sure.
That's okay. We've had so many good ones this year too.
Oh yeah, like I'm not saying don't check out this game because it does look interesting.
It looks interesting, yeah. Because we know all these games are going to cost $70, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, like that's kind of my thoughts on it too. And it's like I don't know if I've seen enough that make me go, yeah, I spent $70 on it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it's enough to keep my eye on. Where it's like, yeah, you know, in a couple months, if I'm still hearing good things about it, I'll probably hop into it.
It's harder now because of the fact of that it costs $70, and I know people are just like, well, it's just $10 extra. It's just like
it makes a difference.
It definitely does.
Continuing on our PlayStation.
I can't wait for the new Mortal Kombat though. God,
oh, I'm happy about. Are you surprised we didn't see any Mortal Kombat stuff at the show?
I legitimately was kind of surprised. I was hoping they show us more stuff because they were talking about how like it's coming out this year.
Yeah, not even just this year. It's coming out in 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm expecting we're about to get hella information about it.
We still got not E3 week next week. It was like everybody doing their big game shows. So I'm expecting them to drop some stuff there. If they don't, I'm surprised. You got Warner Brothers show in August, I believe.
Well, they're definitely going to show something there for sure.
They have to. They have to.
They legitimately have to.
But I feel like with this specifically, it's like people have so many questions. Oh, take that. The hardcore fan base for Mortal Kombat has so many questions about like how the mechanics are working, how's like things going to be. We don't even know this is a fighting game.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like it could be like Shaolin monks again for all we know.
That'd be so crazy if they did that. I'd be like, what?
I think it'd be kind of cringe.
I'd be like, huh?
Like, I'm sorry. That's not something I'll do as a review. I'll let people know that ahead of time before I even announce it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yes, we're doing like an RPG Mortal Kombat. Just letting you know before y'all see our trailer and go, oh, dude, the next fighting game's coming out.
Yeah, I was going to say, Street Fighter's definitely going to have some competition now.
Okay.
But honestly, thoughts on Street Fighter? I know it's in the show, and I'm just going to tell you my thought process on it. It's all right.
Yeah.
Like, not hating on it. It's all right.
We can talk about it now because we mentioned it a bit at the start of the show where it's like it left kind of like a weird taste in our mouth. Like it almost was overhyped. Would you say that's the right word?
Yeah, a little bit.
I admit, me personally, I came into this going, I just want more than what 5 gave to me. The 5 was such a letdown.
I know everyone's gonna be like, but 5 is so great. Yeah, now. After you buy like all the DLCs and all the characters, yeah, it's actually decent. But at first, when it first came out, it was not good.
It wasn't good at all. And to me, Street Fighter 4 is still like the peak. And that's when it came out perfect and it just kept going up.
Oh yeah, it had like so many characters too.
Mm-hmm. Akuma was on the disc, bro. Akuma came out right when the game came out.
You ain't never getting Akuma with the disc on.
Never happened it again.
You're gonna have to buy that now.
But there's a lot of stuff there like I am enjoying. Like I do like that they're taking it in a new direction with the art style and everything else.
I'm kind of indifferent about the art style. I'm not gonna lie.
I think this goes back to me like going in with low expectations. There was all that talk that they was going to go photorealistic, like almost like a Tekken for the next Street Fighter. And then that had everybody like, ooh, dude, I don't know about that. Not for Street Fighter. So I think when everybody saw it was still kind of out there, it was like, all right, cool. Ignore that Ken's face.
It's like, God, that Ken face. I can't.
You ready to hop back to the Sony show?
Yeah.
This is what you guys come for. We go into hardcore rants. You just accept it.
Yeah, you accept it and you understand. That's the most important thing.
Oh, man. Next up, they showed off Ghostwire 2, or Ghostrunners 2.
That looks pretty dope, actually.
It's another case of it's a CG trailer, but I like the theme you're kind of giving me with it.
Yeah, I definitely like the idea of it because it looks pretty dope.
Yeah. I'm feeling like I'm going to say this every time one of these happen. Also, it comes out this year.
Tonight.
Which it feels even weirder that we don't get gameplay. Exactly. If your game's coming out the same year you're showing it off at, show gameplay.
Right. Like show the pudding, please.
Show me the pudding. But the next one they had on the list after that made me kind of pop off was Phantom Blade.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
I've never seen a Souls like play that good.
Yeah, that looks interesting because it looked like it had like kind of like Sekiro's like deflection, but it feels like it was like more of a counter while you were countering somebody. And I was like, what in the world is this?
Like, I'm interested in it. I don't recall if we had got a release date for it. It just says coming soon when I Google it. I don't want to see like what all has these dudes worked on. Because This feels like something that somebody should like have some experience on this type of stuff going into.
Yeah, especially like Souls-like.
Mm-hmm. Well, Souls-like, you're gonna hate me for it, but deep down inside, you know I'm right. I feel like Souls-like is a genre like anybody really can do. It's just a few people actually figured out, like mastered it.
Yeah, 100%. Like anyone could definitely do it.
Cause I feel like even when I look at like ones I consider pretty basic, like Code Vein,
right?
I'm like, that was still like their very first Souls-like, and I feel like the heart of it is there. It just doesn't have everything you want from a Souls-like in it.
Yeah, the problem is like it's too easy.
I wouldn't even say it's just a difficulty thing that I need to make complete a Souls-like.
True.
I feel like you gotta kind of have the story be pretty interesting going into it. I can't find a single game these guys have worked on.
All right, that's concerning.
Go ahead. I got some news, but go ahead and say some things while I see if I can find anything about this.
All right. Now, here's the reasons, right? That why you should definitely own a PlayStation 5.
Oh,
Spiderman. Okay, now we're done.
That Spiderman really sold you at the end, huh?
Oh yeah, dude, that was amazing. I was like, whoo. I was like, all right, we're getting somewhere here.
It's the fact that we know these guys are working on a Wolverine game. And Spider-Man, something we know is coming. I think they said the official date at the end. But originally it was supposed to have been like August or something we were all thinking about for it.
Mm-hmm.
So like to me, the idea that you go, all right, let's end this show with something everybody knows is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Well, it's just like kind of like that last like, hey, this is it. Like this is where we're going. This is how hype it is. It's like almost like everybody knows about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like showing that it's like, all right, this is what we've been doing hardcore, and it shows. It shows so good. Like that entire Spider-Man, like just showing the trailers because they had a bunch of stuff for it and gameplay. I was like impressed, especially when they pulled out the Venom suit. I was like, oh like, my! Get me wrong.
This feels like this is Spider-Man that came out back in like 2018, evolved. Like this is the next level of it.
Yeah,
everything about it seems great, but to me, in the grand scheme of like the entire Sony show, personally,
Dragon's Dogma.
Even less personally than that. That would have been my personally. But
I was thinking that
I would have mic dropped with Metal Gear Solid 3.
Well, the reason why Sony obviously picked Spider-Man is because that's their
actual game, their studio.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I can't really fault them on that one. Makes sense.
But also at the same time, it's like keep in mind this was their big show they were hyping up since like March.
Right.
I feel like it lived up to the hype. I feel like it delivered.
Huh? Honestly, personally speaking, I would have probably did Final Fantasy 16 almost maybe for like my finale because that's coming out pretty soon.
That's coming out even sooner than Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's why I would possibly pick, but that's just my preference.
I think it's kind of because we're at a point where we show so much 16. They're like winding it down.
Yeah, but God, that game looks so good.
And I'm going to tell you all about it. For people who's listening, I'm going to have gameplay clips of me playing it on the channel. So stick tuned.
Yeah, dude, I'm like thinking about buying a PS5. It has a bundle. And I'm about to buy it. They gave me a PS5 and Final Fantasy 16 bundle. Yeah, your boy's in it.
Oh, do they have one?
Oh, I'm hoping they will. Because if they do, I'm buying it.
Oh like, my God, that would hurt. Also, so Phantom Blade Zero, while that's still on our mind, I have some concerning news.
It was made by someone else.
No, same people.
Okay.
So games, I think the big thing me and you were saying for that game, like the gameplay just looks incredible, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like fantastic. Like these are people that got some experience with what they're doing for sure. They've only made mobile games.
Okay, that's concerning.
Even with the whole Phantom Blade thing, where I guess this is a prequel to their big Phantom Blade mobile game.
You know what? That would make sense because I know I've heard it somewhere else. I was like, Phantom Blade, where have I heard that before?
Kinda. It's like it does kind of ring in your ear a little bit. Like that sounds familiar.
It does. It legitimately does.
I'm yeah. concerned though.
Nah, man, come on. Bit concerned, come on.
Okay, I'm a lot concerned.
Come on. Come on.
I'm still curious in it, but man, hold off on y'all pre-orders.
Come on, gameplay, man. Come on.
Okay, you can make gameplay look great.
Come on, bro. I think we literally were just talking about it.
Phantom Blade?
No, the Ghost.
Ghostrunner?
Yeah. I heard a lot of good things of the first one.
I was going to ask you that too. Like, I don't think I ever heard anybody say anything negative about it. I never played it though.
Looks cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of my thoughts on this. Like, it looks cool. I want to check it out. It's a CG trailer, but you really caught my interest. I'm a sucker for like that cyberpunk ninja style of things, though, dude. Like, you show me some stuff like that, you kind of got me already.
Also, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, that stuff is gameplay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, oh yeah, some of that's gameplay. Like when he's actually pulling out the sword and stuff like that and swinging it.
Oh,
and
I see what you mean. Yeah, they actually got something mixed in with it.
Mm-hmm. I was like looking at it, it's like it does look so blended together. But yeah, no, that's gameplay.
Shoot.
Yeah, the reason why I know that is because I've seen people play the first one.
I know the first one had like a lot of like first person swords.
Mm-hmm. The whole bike obviously is new.
Right. It goes back to what I said, man. Different directions you can take that. I'm curious. I want to see.
That Phantom Blade looked really good until we seen that it made by mobile people.
Dude, people ask me all the time. It's like, what's the point of like looking at the studios who make the games? Like, why does that even matter? I'm like, for reasons like this.
I know you don't think about it as much, but like, you know, when I go to restaurants, I wonder what restaurant I'm gonna go at because you know I definitely had bad experience. It's like same idea. Yeah, I've been to Olive Garden and my stomach is hurt because I went to Olive Garden. You know what happens? I stopped going to Olive Garden.
So you see a restaurant open up in town that says by the creators of Olive Garden.
Yeah, exactly. Or in this case right now, that makes me question a lot of stuff, even though they used to be the GOAT super hard. Bethesda. Fallout 76. Need I say more? Also, I'm looking at this game with the showcase, this bubble-like game.
Is this the Square Enix one?
I think so.
Foamstar or something?
You know what this kind of reminds me of?
Splatoon?
Yep. Oh, what's up, baby?
Shout out to Square for trying to do something different.
I'm doing something that's already been done.
Nah, doing something different for them. There's different ways they could have took it that they would have been more interested in. I was thinking to myself, like, all right, cool, you're doing more like a Valorant almost. Is what I was hoping on.
Yeah,
but that's just it just didn't hook me like that. Sorry, nope. Foamstar. As we kind of go further down the list, I'm gonna ask real quick, but you feel like there's anything you wanted, like from all the rumors we were getting and stuff, is there anything here that you wanted that we didn't get?
Yeah, 100%.
Got something in mind?
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid actual gameplay. I wanted to see what it looks like.
Same. That's
like the biggest thing I wanted.
I got something I think for me personally would have been bigger. Blasphemy for Metal Gear fans, I know. But Persona 6.
Yeah, I definitely would like to see that for sure.
The fact that like all the talk of the town is that it's coming.
I know. It's just like, well, can I see it?
Mm-hmm. That's kind of where I'm at too.
Leading to the next Metal Gear Solid. Unfortunately, I wish I had gameplay so we could talk more about it. But goddamn, I'm in there.
It's one of those things where it's like part of me goes, you played the originals, you should kind of know what to expect. But this is one of those cases, especially because it's Konami, where were you around for the first Silent Hill remake?
No, definitely not.
Back on PS3, I believe, at the end of PS3 life. That was horrible. They was Silent Hill, they took out the fog.
You mean like the number one thing that made that game scary?
Yeah, it was like, nah, people don't want fog in a remake for Silent Hill. And they got rid of it.
Yeah, because that's dumb.
So to me, I'm like, that's a company that did that. So it's like, do I think they could mess up a Metal Gear Solid remake? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
now, like, everyone's gonna be like, well, like the fog was like, it's just because of like the graphics back then. It's like, no, that was literally about the horror back then for sure. Because like an example for Demon's Souls, right? Its capability wasn't as good. So like when you get to, I can't remember what part it is, but anyway, it's just a completely pitch black thing, and it's because the system couldn't, handle, or they couldn't do certain things, whatever the case is. When the remake came out, they could do it, and so they made it clear so you can actually see where you're going and stuff. Yeah. That's two different things. Two totally different things.
One
of them was intentional.
Yeah. Like that's to me is like, you have, like, of course limitations might make you do certain things, but you then don't go, since we don't have to do that no more, let's get rid of it. If it made the game and the game became like iconic for it, keep it around.
Yeah, exactly.
Real quick on the Metal Gear thing. I got the screen paused in front of me. Metal Gear 1, 2, and 3. I don't believe they're doing an HD remake of it, but I think 2 and 3, they're doing the remember the Master Collection on 360?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're doing that. They're giving those versions.
Oh, okay.
But I guess Metal Gear 1, because they never got one, except for Twin Snakes. So I guess they're just giving us the original Metal Gear Solid 1.
I'm kind of sad because I actually wanted that one the most to be remade.
Yeah, I feel that's the one that needs it the most.
Yeah, because I never really got to experience one like that at all. Like, I played it a little bit, but I played it to completion. I played it a little bit.
Again, blasphemy to everybody listening. It was like, I feel like 1 is one of the best ones.
Yeah, I still think 3 is my favorite, but again, I never.
I'm different now, I promise to everyone, but I didn't like 3 for the most superficial reason in the world for the longest time.
I say it's because you couldn't kill Ocelot.
Oh no, that's funny to me, honestly. No, I hated the camera. I wanted to be like top downish, like 2 was and 1 was.
No, what the heck?
I was like, I don't want to be third person. I don't want to sneak around in no grass.
Nah, the third person was where it was at, boy. That was my jam.
And you know what's weird? I like Metal Gear Solid 4.
Never played 4.
4 is great. 4 should have been put back on here too, now that I think about it. That's weird they left 4 out.
Yeah, that one, at the time period, I didn't have a PS3.
I feel like almost nobody did, but I think that game's only on PS3 still.
I think so.
That's insane to me. Yeah, nah, I feel like there's some things they could have done better here. Like, I would have had Twin Snakes for the Metal Gear Solid. I would have full on just at least HD remake. If you're going to give me 1, 2, and 3 again anyway as a package, at least give me the HD remakes of all of them.
Right.
And then 4, I would have just brought out 4 as is. But no, other than that, I still think it was a good announcement. Like, great, we're getting a remake of 3, which is what we wanted. But it did leave us with more questions than answers.
I definitely want more out of it. I wish they still would have showed gameplay, honestly.
Yeah. Speaking of Storm games, that's another one surprise wasn't here. The new Jump.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd see something for the new Jump Force.
Because I think me and you both agree that's probably going to be a PlayStation exclusive. At least for a little while. Yeah, so the idea that they didn't show anything for it is kind of weird.
Might not be exclusive then.
Maybe not. As far as I know, it hasn't been officially announced yet either. It's still just leaks and rumors.
Makes sense.
You can't get more of a leak than the box art and the title screen, you know?
Right.
Just because we have to talk about it, because so much has been said, I don't feel like there's no more to add. But FF16.
Let's go.
All right, dude.
Bro, that looks so goddamn good.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me want to play freaking makes me want to play Final Fantasy 14 right now, just because I'm so hyped.
You're hyped for this one? I was shocked you say that over Devil May Cry, to be completely honest with you.
I love me some Devil May Cry.
I'm hoping it's the same guy who did the combat. And I seen not Max, believe it or not, but I seen a few people like play through it, showing it off. It's like, yeah, no, you can do some Devil May Cry crazy stuff. There's stingers and stuff in that game.
Nah, dude, I love it so much.
I'm hyped. I'm gonna tell you all about it. I'm gonna get you know what Elgato is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get an Elgato. I'm just gonna stream it from the PlayStation on Discord. You wanna watch me play through it?
I definitely will watch that. I'm not tempted to say no because I want to play that for myself.
I'm giving you the option. If you don't want to, I get it.
I'm thinking about it because I'm like, man, they get a bundle and I'm buying it.
I keep you posting. I'll let you know.
Gotcha, buddy.
Besides that one, Alan Wake 2, I was mad excited when they showed that.
I have actually played Alan Wake a little bit, but I have never like actually full on played it though. So that one's totally on you on that one.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. With me, it kind of has like a soft place in my heart because that's when me, Lemmy, and all of us just like really kick it. That was our game. We'll get together, we just load up Alan Wake, we'll just spend the night playing that.
Is that a multiplayer game or is it just single player?
But it's single player, but it's like it's kind of like a hybrid of Silent Hill and Max Payne.
Oh, okay.
Which I know sounds like a weird ass combination. For me, person doesn't really scare me anything like that, but it's so fun to see people react to it and the way it plays. Yeah. So I say, personally speaking, like if you can ever like watch somebody play the first one, I recommend it. It's great.
Yeah, because I definitely would not play it right now because I'm like, man, I got too many single player games, man. I just talked about this.
It's gonna be another one.
I say that too, but I'm also like, man, I really want to get Final Fantasy 16.
I think that's my last one to end the year off with. I know we talked about stuff we wanted to see at the show. Armor Core. No Armor Core.
Oh, I know. I was so sad.
I was expecting to see that. That was on my bingo card. Huh?
I was expecting to see that too, especially when they're saying it's releasing so early, but we haven't seen any gameplay of it.
We ain't seen none.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll keep you and everybody in the comments too. So I'll keep y'all posted if I hear anything, and like we'll come back and give our thoughts to do like a big showcase on it at some point.
Yeah.
But God, that's a game I want to see more of. I need to like know what's going on with that.
Oh yeah, I gotta see more.
Speaking of seeing more, Assassin's Creed Mirage.
My problem with like Assassin's Creed, it just feels like, and I've said it before, like yeah, it looks like it's going back to its roots almost, but it's like, man, it's been done so many times that I'm just like kind of at this point where I'm just done watching it and even looking at it.
That's kind of where I think I'm at too, because we put out an Assassin's Creed game like every other year. Beforehand, it was every single year. And we're both going to have the same exact answer, but what's the last one you cared about? Black Flag, right?
Yeah, Black Flag's 4, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, shoot, dude. They almost had a point where it's like, I don't know what they can do that make me interested. We got Assassin's Creed Red, I think it's the next one after this one, after Mirage. And that's a Japanese one. I'm like, I gotta go to Tsushima. Y'all kind of, y'all missed it.
Unless you could do something crazier than Ghost of I don't really care.
I said this since Black Flag. It's like, I would like to see like a magic-focused Assassin's Creed game just gonna be so out there and different. That's what it sounds like Hex is gonna end up being. Huh?
I said, that definitely different.
Yeah, it sounds like that's what Assassin's Creed Hex might be, but we'll see.
We'll definitely see.
Other than that,
side note, the reason why I want to buy a PlayStation 5 is because you know I'm talking about this game for fucking ever.
Oh,
fucking Grand Blue Fantasy, baby.
Oh, we're going right to that one, huh? Right to that one.
Well, let's be honest.
Really,
there's not much I can say about Assassin's Creed that this hasn't already been said.
I know.
It's Assassin's Creed.
Ain't much I can say about Grand Blue Fantasy.
Oh no, this just looks like
they keep delaying it.
I know, it's just like, dude, this is the anime Monster Hunter I want right now. This is what I want right now.
Dude, God damn it. Like I told Alex when they showed this off, the fact that I was like, all right, are we going to finally see a release date? I don't care anything about the trailer at all. Give me a release date. That's what I'm waiting on. And then they said winter 2023.
Winter. Yeah, I know. I was like, are you kidding me? You showed me gameplay. I already know gonna be, but just give it to me already. God dang it!
I'm at a point where that game is like, I'm at a point where I'm just going, give it to me or just don't.
Right.
God, I am interested though, because the world's always been super cool to me.
Oh yeah.
And outside of Fantasy Versus, we really had no chance to really go through it.
Not really at all. And then, like, the characters models and like their abilities are also really cool.
I really like how they look. Just, I need to see more.
Yeah, but then after that, we seen the Street Fighter 6 trailer, which kind of makes me go, eh.
And I'm kind of at a point too where like I've seen enough of that to kind of get my thoughts on it. And now that I really played through it a ton, I'm like, I'll probably hop onto it once Akuma and everybody drops in like February. For now, Tekken and MK are kind of more on my radar.
Yeah, 100%.
Speaking of
it stinks to say that because Capcom right now has been doing so good lately too.
Yeah, but I think this game's going to do great. I really do.
I think it's going to do all right. Yeah.
Like, I do think they're putting too much behind it. Like that, wasn't $1 million was the prize for that tournament they got?
Something like that.
I know it's like the biggest prize pool in any fighting tournament ever. And I'm like, that's cool. I don't know how to put that type of money behind Street Fighter.
Right. The other thing I didn't like, which was like a big thing, and this is definitely preference for me, is the whole modern and then classic. It's like, bro,
that what? Upset me. That was frustrating.
Well, you know what's
Quarter
crazy?
circles in Street Fighter. I'm sorry. It's not hold left or right plus button.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Apparently, people were figuring out combos for Guile that people didn't even know existed. And the only way they figured out...
modern combo?
Modern, yeah.
I don't like that.
Because everyone was talking about... And I will admit, I'm not a Guile player, so take this as a grain of salt, 100%. Because everyone was just like... Because I was like watching the video, and they're like, Guile is usually a Sony character. That's what everyone thought. And then he's like showing modern... And then they're showing them do crazy combos with him. And I'm just like, I did not know he could do that. And I think the reason why nobody ever really did it is because of how hard it was to do it, because all the button presses and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And since now you just completely nullify that by having modern, by just go, hold left, and then Y.
Boom,
it's just like, combo. You could do...
Even the auto combo button, when you hold down right trigger and you just press X or Y.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Oh my God, that just doesn't feel right. Tower of Fantasy, how you feeling?
It's all right.
Okay. I feel like that trailer somehow kind of like lessened my hype for it.
A little bit. I think that's just a problem of how they did it. Because if you look at the trailer, it really wasn't much going on. Just a couple button presses, find a little boss on a machine. It's like, it's all right.
Yeah. Seems basic.
Yeah.
And for MMO, that's kind of something I don't really want. I really don't want to hear the words, it's basic.
Exactly.
I think that's kind of all I have to say on that one.
Yeah, same.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Let's go. Let's go. The GOAT. This is why Capcom's Cap God right now.
Cap Gods.
Again, you finally gave me something that everybody was asking for, that God I've been wanting for God knows how long.
So I didn't have the heart to say this in front of Alex. I physically couldn't. But when I was watching this trailer and everything, and I was getting excited, I just kept thinking to myself, is this Dragon's Dogma 2 or are they doing a remake of Dragon's Dogma? And
I was thinking that too, because it looked like the same thing almost.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my thought process. I'll still take it.
Still such a great game. I don't care.
100%. If they just add multiplayer, I'll be happy. That's all I ask.
That will be like a finishing touch. Because a lot of people don't even know DD Online even existed. But damn, I had a fun time playing that with you, dude.
Yeah, that was really fun, honestly. I really enjoyed it.
But we'll see. We're still in the same boat. We're waiting to get some out of that, like some gameplay or something.
Yeah, because they showed a little bit of gameplay, which is it's cool.
But I need to actually see something different instead of just
I need to see health bars.
Yeah,
I need to see like skills, all that.
Otherwise, I'm looking at it and going, "Cool, it's Dragon's Dogma remake." So I need to see the actual 2 behind it. That said, though, like I'm excited. I need to see more with it. It's looking more finished than I thought it would be at this point.
Yeah, I was like, dang, how long have they been working on this?
I was under the impression that they just started last year. That don't feel like it just started last year. So we'll end up seeing on that one.
I'm very excited for Dragon Dogma too.
Same. Just to kind of throw these ones out there real quick. So we had like the whole RE things they showed. I mean, RE, but the VR stuff they showed off, which they need.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's fine to me. The fact that I gotta still always sit there and go, if you don't own a PS5 to hop on any of those stuff they got, is $1,100.
Like, yeah, I'm good.
Listen, the helmet costs more than the console.
That's wild.
I know. Especially since I'm going to be honest with you again. Like, personally, after using it, I didn't use the second one yet. I ain't going to say that much. But using the first one, I feel like out of all the helmets I used, that's the worst one.
Oh, dang. I hate to see it.
And people are telling me the second one is just the same exact thing, so it fits a little bit better over your head. And of course, the graphics are a bit better.
That makes sense.
Oh my god. I want VR to get to a point where it's like it's a big thing you want in your games.
That's the problem, is that they don't have anything that's like super complex, and that's like going to be always the thing, right?
I don't know. You ever seen the movie Gamer?
Yeah, when we get to that point, then I'm down.
Yeah, same here. That's kind of where I think I'm wanting to get to. As it stands right now, it's like I feel like we're back at like early Connect games when Connect was happening. And I want like I was telling Alex, like I want like my next big Skyrim or something.
Yeah, something crazy, yeah.
Yeah, Half-Life Alyx was a step in the right direction.
Oh, yeah. Like, that was like the first time I was like, oh, that's what it can do.
But that's also the only thing we got, and that's been almost 3 years now.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like,
But one last one before we talk about the big one that I know is going to eat up all the rest of your time.
Yeah.
Bungie.
Oh, God.
Marathon.
Marathon? That's
the game they're working on, the next one they're coming out with.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about.
I think I'm looking at the trailer right now.
I
thought it was Destiny at first.
That's how I felt too. It was funny because they showed Destiny right after that.
That's hilarious.
But also they showed the final expansion for Destiny after they showed the trailer for this game. So I'm guessing this is their next big game.
It looks weird.
That's what I said. I had to look it up. Alex said apparently this is a game they made a long time ago, and now they're just doing a new version of it. I was like, really? But yeah, apparently this is a game they made for Halo.
That's wild.
Yeah. I don't know really what to expect from that one. It's like it's kind of too early for me to really have a hard opinion on it.
Yeah, it looks all right, I guess, but it's just like, again,
I don't got nothing to go off of. It's no real gameplay.
Like, blame a lot of other studios, because that's the problem now. It's like, if I don't see actual gameplay, I don't care.
This is a small tangent. I promise I won't go hard with it. But Assassin's Creed, remember that Hollow's coming out? And it showed that CG trailer. Like, yeah, that's our gameplay. Like, that's a CG trailer. But nobody really stopped them because of it. And now everybody just does it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at the Destiny 2 now. Again, not gameplay, so Because I already know how the game plays.
Yeah. At least with that one, like you already know what to expect out of it.
Yeah.
So you ready?
Yep.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2.
That look good. That look good.
That opening with Kraven.
I know. I was like, dang, this is going so goddamn hard right now. Like, I'm the hunter. I'm the one who hunts.
I want to see what they do for this game, because one thing I was talking about as I was watching all this, I wish it was co-op.
God, if this was co-op, that'd be insane.
I feel like you're giving me the option, like you're telling me we're gonna be split between the two Spider-Man throughout the entire campaign.
Right.
I'm like, that's cool, but I feel like you give me things like that, I would rather either be I beat the game and I get this other campaign. Like Devil May Cry, you get to play his version when you beat all Dante. Like I'd rather take either that.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Yeah.
Or having somebody else play and they're having their whole thing as the other Spider-Man with me while I'm playing. That's like something that kind of got me.
That's the only thing.
That's kind of it too. Like I feel like everyone else has showed on. I like the gameplay is looking really good. We cranked up to 11.
Kraven over there.
Kraven out there. Even Lizard felt like intimidated. I was like, okay.
Like, yikes.
I wouldn't want to fight this. That's actually nice.
I think the best part, though, is when they showed Spider-Man when he had the Venom suit. I was like, oh, yo, this man is a threat right now. I was like waiting for a minute. I was like, man, is he going to kill somebody? Because he's getting kind of close. Kind of close.
Like me and Alex, we both like lost our minds when he pushed that dude to the ground, because that was so funny to us.
I was just like, oh god. It was like when he had the web and he started slamming them in between the houses.
Oh, that too. Good lord, he's brutal.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, god damn.
Now here's my thing. Yeah. How much of the game do you think the suit's gonna be in it?
Exactly. That's what I'm wondering too, because there's going to be a point where it's just like, all right, so you're going too far.
Because to me, perfect world would be you keep it the entire game, and then Spider-Man's like the big bad. You got to fight as Miles to end the game off.
Oh, I could definitely see that.
I can see it too.
Because it makes sense too, because the suit's going to eventually be like, all right, it's too much now.
Oh yeah, 100%. Also, I'm like, would you be okay if they set up Eddie Brock and did full-on Venom with this?
Yeah, I would be. Buddy. Because here's my process. Can't go wrong. I know somebody told me that they might, it might not be Eddie Brock who's going to be Venom. It might be Harry, because it seemed like they were setting it up for him. I don't know.
Nah, I feel like you got to always have him be Goblin. I feel like it's weird if you don't have him be Goblin.
Right, so I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe they might do that just to throw us off. Either way, though, Venom would be cool.
My response to you played the first one all the way through, right?
Yeah.
My counter argument to you is Doc Ock.
Yeah, I
know. It's like maybe he will be a good guy in this version of it.
Like, no, he's not. Nah. It seemed like it. It seemed like it for sure.
I think if they did Eddie Brock, I would want him to be like the final act of the game. Like you actually like set it up. I'm worried they just might make it like, all right, cool. He just had the suit off finally, and then Brock's like the big surprise villain at the very end. Like you see it once and it's done. And it's like, oh no, if it's Venom, I want it to be like a full-fledged threat. I almost want it to be like the main purpose of the game.
Act.
Yeah,
he has to be a whole act by himself, 100%. At least. But we'll definitely see. I want to see how they do Kraven over there. That's his name now.
I feel like they nail boss fights. Really good.
Oh yeah.
So
gameplay looks smooth.
Yeah.
Miles, like even though Spider-Man has the suit, Miles still looks hype as shit too.
Well, you didn't play Miles Morales Spider-Man, right?
Nope.
Dude, his gameplay was so good. His gameplay was so good. It looked like they're kind of keeping that for Spider-Man too. So I'm like, I'm hyped for Miles.
Yeah, this looks pretty good, honestly.
We're gonna end up seeing. I think the thing about it that still gets me is I know this Wolverine game is in the work.
I know. Please show me more, please.
Yeah, just show me something. The only thing I know right now is that it's coming.
I know, and I want to.
And when I saw that opening with Craven, I thought that was another Wolverine game.
Yeah, Sabretooth for a minute, yeah.
I was thinking it was going to be Sabretooth too.
That'd be so cool.
Good. Like I said, I'm still happy. It's like one of those weird things. It's like, it's because I know there's something else. I think that's the only reason why I went into this the way I did.
Yeah, 100%. Because there's so much stuff. There's a lot of unknowns right now.
Mm-hmm. But as for this, though, like, I feel like as far as just Spider-Man and me not focusing on anything else, oh, they nailed it. This is great.
Yeah, this is amazing. And they showed a lot, too, for this.
Yeah, they said they made this be the big finale of the show. Which good. Mm-hmm. You're going to show me something. Might as well be like your big thing you got coming. Your big Sony exclusive.
Exactly. The big thing you've been working on.
That said, we mentioned earlier about like big surprises surprising in a sea. Persona 6 being one on for me, but Bloodborne.
I know. I'm so sad. I was like, I wish.
God.
I wish, man.
No PC port or Bloodborne remake.
Hate to see it. They'll never give it to us, man.
I think it's only because they got FromSoft working on so much right now. Because they're doing Armored Core, they're doing Elden Ring DLC, so they're busy.
Yeah, I can't wait. I was hoping we'd see more Elden Ring DLC too.
I didn't expect to see it either. I don't expect to even hear from it until Armored Core come out.
That's true. Yeah.
Well,
but this whole Spider-Man thing, though, pretty fire, though.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
I hope if we do lose the suit, though, I hope there's an option where you can still, like you technically don't have it off, but you still have, like, the cool combat.
Well, I'm thinking what they're going to probably do, hopefully, if you lose it, then when you beat the game, you have the option of putting it back on, just for, like, roaming around the world and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I hate the idea of giving somebody something that's that fun and crazy than being like, oh, nope, it's gone by the time it's over.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I need this in my life. I need this Venom suit.
That pretty much sums up the entire Sony show.
Very impressive. Definitely love it too.
Yeah. Everything in it kind of left me really happy and excited. Like, I didn't have any, outside like the VR section and like some of like the weirder type stuff, like the smaller scale things. I didn't hate
small
anything.
Indie games.
Huh?
Like the small indie games.
Kinda. I don't even have too much of an issue with like indie games when it's stuff like Hades and things.
Yeah, Hades is definitely like.
But we didn't really get like nothing on that scale. We got Ultros, but it didn't. It's like, all right, cool. It just kind of exists.
Right.
Yeah. No, like I tell you, when big indie games come out, I'm that guy.
Right.
There's nothing there.
These indie games, not that they're bad. It's just they didn't seem interesting.
Yeah, nothing seemed interesting for me. Normally when it comes to like indies, I look forward to things like Devolver's show, which we should be getting that next week, week after next.
Okay.
But that's when the big E3 week happens, and we got Summer Game Fest, where
that's probably where you see a lot more stuff.
Jeff has promised there will be at least 3, maybe 4 announcements that's going to shake the gaming world.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, that's a dude, he backs up what he says.
Really?
So I'm thinking to myself, all right, what can you have that Sony didn't want to hide away? Mm-hmm. So it can't really be Sony related. So I'm like, what can you be sitting on? Get people to lose their minds like that. And you know it's going to be the case.
Like, you know it's going to be amazing.
Like, I'll go a step further. The fact that if we didn't have seen the Metal Gear Solid 3 here, 100% would have guessed that at the show. Speaking of which,
yeah, 100%.
Everybody always brings this up all the time. It's like, oh yeah, Jeff Keighley, Kojima's boyfriend. So it's like, all right, you got some kind of big Kojima announcement, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But even with that, I'm like, we know Death Stranding 2 is coming. So it's like, you really ain't gonna, I'm gonna say, you're gonna shake the world with that. Death Stranding 2?
You're gonna buy Death Stranding?
Probably not.
Yeah, come on, bro. You don't want to be an Amazon delivery boy? Come on,
not
man.
Not at
all. They changed, bro. They've understand.
That is such a weird game where the people who love it, And if you don't, you're like me. You're like, I don't understand why people like this so much.
I've seen gameplay and seen a lot of stuff you do, and I'm like I don't want to do this at all.
But then everybody who's like likes it, like Game of the Year right here.
I'm just like, excuse me. Never like
nobody's plays that game and go, it's fine. It's always one of the
right.
I'll admit this much. I am curious in it. Just like I was curious in the first one. Remember when we seen that trailer in the movie theater, the guy crying with the baby?
Yeah, I know. It was so weird. I was just like, what's going on right now?
You got my attention with this game. I want to know what on earth is happening.
Right.
But
like, it just makes me go, what in the world is going on?
I think that's just like a product of just being a Kojima game in general. It always makes me go under what's going on.
That's fair.
It could not be Death Stranding. I'll still be like, all right, dude, Kojima's touching it. I want to see what on earth this game is doing at least.
Yeah, lying.
That's kind of it, bro. I got nothing else crazy to throw out here.
Hashtag make Grimm Craven. Yep.
Yo, dude. I mean, we got a pretty solid audience. You want to put out the hit list? You want to like commission an artist to like draw you as Craven?
If somebody does that, draws me as Craven, that's hilarious.
There you guys go. All right, do a picture of Grimm as Craven.
Yeah, just put underneath there Craven though.
I got a picture of you like somewhere around. I'll just have that up for you to see what you look like, and then you'd be like, "All right, cool, I can make that work."
I can work with this.
But everyone, thank you all for listening. I've been Ame. That's been Grimm. That's bro.
I'm now Craven. I'm Craven.
What's your new title now, bro?
Craven.
Craven the Grimm.
Yeah, Craven the Grimm. Yeah, I like that.
Well, Grimm Cravings.
Grimm Craven. Nah, I think Craven the Grimm.
Craven the Grimm.
That's funnier. Yeah.
I like it.
I've been hunting spiders for 18 years.
I'm glad we get to the game and just like one shot him.
I would be like, I wouldn't be surprised because that Venom suit, man. That Venom suit. Like, I can't get over that.
That Venom suit's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Thank you all for listening. Catch you all next time.
Catch you crazy.